Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here today. We got a little bit of a break. The sun is trying to poke through the clouds, and the breeze is a little bit lighter, and there's no snow or precipitation of any kind. So I thought, man, what a beautiful day to get out here and get a little flying done. And as I said, I got the FW 190 out here with me, and I just haven't got to fly this airplane near as much as I'd like to. I don't have the bomb on the bottom, but I did put the guns and whatnots on the wing there. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. All right, guys, we do have a light breeze coming out of the south-southwest, and that's why I moved over to this side of the parking lot to give myself extra room to land. We don't want to hit that snowbank. I've actually done that before with a jet. Oh goodness. I think a lot of you probably seen that video. And the other thing is I was gonna fly over there so I didn't have to worry about the orange rods, but the opening in the trees is right here. So if I need to get low between the trees, this is my best chance. Over there's a lot of obstacles, so I'm gonna try to stay away from that grassy median where all those rods are. Should be okay. Let's get this thing going. I do have one click on the flaps. Give it a little bit of up elevator, keep that tail down as we build up some speed. Nicely. Gear going up. We'll get this thing. I'm about half throttle. Let's get the flaps up. I have forgot that I needed to mix in some down elevator. But flaps are up now. I am actually still pushing down. So, and that is all my down trim. And it's not a CG problem because it's when I bank, it's coming through the corner. So it's definitely a down trim. I forgot I needed to adjust the linkage, but should be able to get a decent flight in here. I just have to push down on the elevator every time I want it to fly level. Oh goodness. It's okay when you've got a lot of experience. I just got to remember to do that when I'm bringing it in for the landing. Being that I'm at the other end of the lot here, I do want to make sure that I stay away from the lamppost at the other corner of the lot here. Since I'm standing next to this lamppost, not a problem here, but it's that other one right there. I still haven't done the battery tray conversion to hold the battery in to keep the battery from sliding out. But one thing is with this airplane is it's a flat tray instead of being sloped like the pits, and so I think it's less likely to come out of there. Plus the Velcro straps are wedged in there a little bit, at least it is for this flight. I really had to force the battery tray in there, so it's not very likely to move. Let's bring it over this way and turn right. Carry some speed, Gary. So yeah, after I get that adjustment done, this will fly much easier and more fun, but still able to get it in the air. It looks so good. Ooh, gotta watch out for those orange rods. Last time I flew this here, on the landing it went over and hit a parking block, and so it's got a little bit of rash back along the tail, but for the most part this airplane's still like brand new. And some of you might know, and maybe some of you are hearing this for the first time, but my second grandson was born this week on January 24th. His name is Rowan Oakley. Super happy. He's so cute. We got to see him again last night. They came over and visited for a little while. And it's my younger son, so he's learning now how much work it is to have a little guy. They think a little quick visit is nothing, but then it turns into several hours as they do a feeding and changing diapers and trying to get stuff in the car. They just learn all the little things that it all adds up into time consumption when trying to take care of little guys. And it's always fun to watch new parents when they're learning all that kind of stuff for the first time. I am doing a lot of left turns, guys. I do appreciate it that still feeling this airplane out a little bit, plus with the difference and having to push the elevator down to level out my flight, a little more tricky. Do a little bit of a figure eight here. Problem is with this elevator deal is when I level the wings out, it's climbing on me because I'm not adjusting the elevator manually quick enough. And that's kind of important, especially when you're dealing with this, to make sure you're carrying speed through those turns, because if you do that and you let off and it tries to climb and there's not that extra power, it will stall on you. So timer just ran out. I am flying with a 5000, so I probably got time, but we should start looking at the landing since it's gonna be a little bit tricky. Something like that. And we're definitely gonna use flaps because I'm gonna need help slowing it down to get the landing in. So flaps on. And I don't think I have the flaps elevator mix in, but one thing is because of the trim problem, it's gonna help a little bit, I think. Or no, it's actually backwards, isn't it? So I'm having to push harder on the elevator, pushing down and we might have to go full flaps, making it even more exciting. So here we go, full flaps, making sure I leave plenty of power in. It's so high, the circle around. So I might have did the mix on the elevator because it doesn't feel as bad as I would expect. Pushing down on the elevator pretty hard here. Oh, here we go. Keeping the nose down. And there we go. Got it turned around just before I got to the lamppost. So not a long run out. I did have kind of a steep decline on the approach here, but it didn't seem too hard on the landing, so I'm happy. And I do have just a little bit of right, at least in the tail wheel. Maybe in the rudder too, because if I let go, see, it's turning to the right. It looks good, even taxiing around. And see that spinner doing the little spiral thing. That's super cool. Oh, the FW190 looks so good. So guys, I'm super happy to be able to get out here and get a successful flight with the E-flite FW190. This airplane looks so good. It's that larger scale airplane that they have. They are a little pricey, so you got to have a budget to afford these kind of airplanes. These big 6S airplanes are not cheap, but man, do they look good, and they fly great. After I get that elevator trim problem fixed, this is going to be one awesome flying airplane. I'm going to fix it just as soon as I get home today. I've been putting it off, and that's why I keep forgetting about it when I bring it back out. But I'll fix it just as soon as I get home today, and it won't be a problem anymore. Guys, I can't tell you how blessed I feel with my new grandson. My first grandson, Troy, has been visiting a lot, and he's just a blast doing slides, and it's amazing to see them grow, and I'm just feeling so awesome being a grandpa. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the weather, that when you can, get out and fly. If not, hopefully you guys have something going on in your workshops, getting new airplanes built and ready to go for the next flying season for you. And until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.